I want y'all to check this out, man, and tell me what y'all think about it, man. So I'm gonna break down some things and everything. So I'm hoping that this bad boy, I don't have to do too much to this video. I'm still trying to put together a system, and I'm gonna be doing background music. By the way, all the music you're hearing in the background is music that Uncle Mike produced. I don't want to do too much production on these YouTube videos, but it looked like I'm gonna have to. We still trying to figure out what the algorithm is doing. So do me a favor, hit that subscribe button, hit that bell, leave me a comment, man. Let me know if you're getting a notification. This YouTube algorithm is not being fair to us. That's what I'm gonna say. You don't want to say nothing bad about YouTube, baby, because they'll put the clink on you. And I think that's what they did. They kind of put the clink on our YouTube channel. So hit that subscribe button, hit that bell, man. Let's check this bad boy out. Let's do it.
Check this scene right here.
Wow.
The courtroom was packed to the walls, cameras flashing, media everywhere, bloggers, legal heads, everybody locked in on what was about to go down in the trial of the century. The people versus Sean Diddy Combs. The energy, thick. You could feel it. Then, out of nowhere, the judge threw up that hand signal. Boom. New evidence about to drop. Reporters froze. The whole room got ghost silent. The judge announced whose voice was on the tape. Christian Combs. That's right. Diddy's own son. The air left the room. Straight up. Diddy's whole vibe switched. His face went pale.
And it's the second time there was some type of recording, or they allegedly there's a recording with my man King Combs' voice on it. The first time they said his voice was on something, it was a straight up lie. Yeah, it was a straight up lie. Now, y'all saying this time they played something in court? They still making the, why would they play a audio tape in court when they still making the jury selection? I'm just saying.
They pressed play. Christian's voice came through crystal clear, talking about private business inside Diddy's crib. The wild guests, the private jets, the hush money, everything. And worst of all, it sounded like Christian was low-key putting Puff at the center of it all. At first, Diddy tried to play it cool. Sat there stiff, sipping water, staring down at the table, no movement. But the longer the tape played, his whole body language betrayed him. Hands start shaking, jaw tight, eyes filling up with straight rage. The judge tried to keep it moving, but then Puff snapped. Out of nowhere, Diddy jumped up, pointed wild at the speaker, and barked, "This a setup. This lies. That's my son."
Only thing I know is them kids, the kids gotta know something ain't right. They don't know what's not right, but they know something ain't right.
His lawyers scrambled trying to pull him back down. The gallery gasped. Fingers flew across phones. Reporters type racing for that exclusive. The judge banging the gavel trying to shut it down. But Puff wasn't going quietly. He kept shouting over everybody, screaming betrayal, framed, setup vibes. U.S. Marshals had to step in and escort Puff out the courtroom. It was pure chaos. Folks outside instantly labeled it Diddy's breakdown. Nobody expected the so-called calm music mogul to go out like that. So what was on the tape that broke him like that? Sources say Christian talked about stuff only family would know. Private convos, secret trips booked under fake names, people paid in straight cash to stay silent, real hush-hush type moves, the walls closing in, and the empire Diddy built looking shakier by the minute. And yo, we gonna keep covering it all right here on the Music Recording Network.
Well, Bill and Sade, accepting a plea agreement would mean that Sean Combs would have to admit to trafficking and force. And today he made it very clear that was not going to happen. Diddy maintained all along these encounters involved consenting adults and plans to take his chances that a jury agreed.
Diddy maintained all along these encounters involved consenting adults and plans to take his chances that a jury agreed. This wasn't just a son talking. It sounded like someone who knew how everything worked behind the scenes, and now he was spilling the truth. Some people think Christian gave the audio to avoid jail himself. Others say he just couldn't lie anymore. Either way, the damage was done. Diddy's team quickly tried to explain the outburst.
B, he's going to be truthful about this case because he wants to portray that to the people who have loved him his whole life. And I think he also feels an obligation to people in general. Maybe it's black people, maybe it's white people, maybe it's anybody who's ever felt aggrieved and targeted by the government. He feels an obligation to those people to say, you know what, maybe I can break the model. Maybe I can show the world that a black man can win, in federal court. And I think he probably is the only person I know of who might be able to actually accomplish that.
Man, what the hell is you talking about? So what? So let me get this straight. So no black men win in court. O.J. Simpson, he won in court. What are you talking about? There's been many trials where black people won. There has been many trials where black people lost. Got one more for you. Well, I got two more for you. There's been many trials where white people won. And there's been many trials where white people lost. What the hell is you talking about?
Maybe it's anybody who's ever felt aggrieved and targeted.
What?
Turning against him.
Mr. Combs feels A, he's innocent, which is why he's not going to plead guilty.
So you mean to tell me you ain't done nothing wrong, Diddy? All these years you've been running your bad boy record label, you ain't done nothing wrong. You ain't do nothing wrong with them people publishing. You ain't spiked nobody's drink. And you ain't aura or grape somebody. You ain't, all these people lying, right? All of them. All of them want the money bag. All of them. Even the video that we seen you kicking that girl down the street, down the hallway, that's been sped up or slowed down, right? Yeah, it's been sped up or slowed down. You are denying. You are in denial. You've been messing up for so long, for 30 years, you've been messing up so long that you don't even understand right. You don't even want to understand right, little boy. That's right, I said it.
One of his lawyers told reporters he's not just dealing with a trial, he's dealing with his own son turning against him.
Mr. Combs feels A, he's innocent, which is why he's not going to plead guilty. B, he's going to be truthful about this case because he wants to portray that to the people who have loved him his whole life. And I think he also feels...
This lawyer right here is the worst liar in the world. He is the worst liar in the world, man. I got to fast forward your ass. I mean, excuse me.
He probably is the only person I know of who might be able to actually accomplish that.
Social media.
Only person that I know of. You don't know O.J. Simpson. Young Thug. What about him? Young Thug just had a case. The longest case in the world. Now, I don't know if it's the longest case in the world. But then you got the other dude, what is his name? A$AP Rocky or something? These are black people that won their case. Dummy. These are, I swear to God, I ain't never seen somebody so smart be so dumb. He take the cake. There's people that say more stupider things out their mouth than you do. You may be real smart and know law, but you sure enough don't know people.
Diddy breakdown and Christian speaks started trending. Fans were split. Some stood with Christian saying he was brave to tell the truth. Others called him a snake for testifying against his dad. Meanwhile, Christian stayed quiet, but insiders say this is just the beginning. There may be more audio, more evidence, and possibly more family members getting involved. This trial isn't just about money or fame anymore. It's about a father and son torn apart. Diddy once had everything, fame, power, respect. But now, the same people who helped him rise are the ones bringing him down. And after what happened...
That's a bad suit. I gotta give it to you, baby. I give it to the people when it's time to give it to them. That's a bad suit. I like that. I mean, I really like that.
It's about a father and son torn apart. Diddy once had everything. Fame, power, respect.
That suit. Look at that suit. I like that suit. I like the way the shirt lies over top of the suit. Yeah, that's nice right there.
And after what happened in court, it's clear Diddy is not handling it well. Hearing before Sean Combs' trial starts. When he walked into federal court today, he appeared to be looking for his family. They've pretty much been at all of the hearings that I've been to. But there was no presence of his sons or his mother or his sister who had previously been at those hearings. Some say this breakdown could hurt his case even more. Judges don't like when defendants lose control in court. As the trial continues, all eyes are on Christian. Will he take the stand next? Will he speak more about what really happened behind closed doors? And can? Did he pull himself together before it's too late? One thing is clear. When Diddy heard that audio, he didn't just hear his son's voice. He heard the sound of his empire falling apart. And in that moment, in front of everyone, he lost it. This case is far from over. But now the world has seen a side of Diddy they'll never forget.
Oh my gracious, the pizza boxes. So that was AI, but is it real? It must be real. Hey, let's keep it going, man. Here we go.
Now, a son of embattled music mogul Sean Diddy Combs has been accused of a lawsuit filed in LA Superior Court on Thursday. Accuses Christian King Combs assaulting and possibly drugging a woman in December 2022. The woman says it happened while she was working on a yacht that Diddy had chartered. This comes just over a week after homes owned by Diddy were raided in LA and Miami.
This the same one? So we're talking about I'm trying to make sure we get this straight. We're talking about the same one. This is the son that kind of favored Diddy, the one that looks like Diddy, the one that looked like he's really his son. All the other ones don't look like they his kids. But that's a whole different story. I ain't saying that it ain't his kids. I'm not saying that. I don't know. I wasn't there. I wasn't in the bed with him, and I don't care. I don't even care too much about this little boy if he gonna sit there and he done something wrong to somebody on some boat. Now they saying that they got more evidence on him, man. They gonna find something, baby. Trust me when I tell you this. They got all them tapes. They gonna find
Diddy
something.
have commented on the new legal. The courtroom went silent the moment the defense attorney uttered the words, "minors at the freak-offs." You could hear a pin drop. Every eye turned to Christian Combs. And just like that, he snapped. Christian didn't say a word. He didn't look at anyone. He just stood up, face pale, eyes wide, and stormed out of the courtroom. No apology. No goodbye. Just the sound of his chair screeching back and the door slamming shut behind him. This was supposed to be just another court appearance in a sea of lawsuits. In a new lawsuit. Sean Diddy Combs' second son, Christian Combs, is accused of a crew member working on a super yacht. That suit was filed here in Los Angeles. But when the attorney started revealing what really happened on those yachts, when the word children was used, you could feel the entire room shift. This wasn't just about wild parties anymore. This was something darker. The attorney didn't hold back. He described nights filled with alcohol, drugs, and twisted performances they called freak-offs. These weren't just wild Hollywood parties. These were organized shows. Some guests, he said, were underage, and Christian, he wasn't just a bystander. According to the lawsuit, he helped invite, entertain, and worse, audio recordings were brought up. Transcripts read aloud. One clip.
Now, I think the courts and the lawyers and stuff got tapes from Lil Rod. Shout out to Lil Rod, who helped open up. If everybody keep pointing the finger saying that this happened, eventually everybody's going to start looking and saying, let's see what they talking about. Because everybody keeps saying something. They keep calling that dog a cat. Well, let me hear him. I got to hear this for myself. Is that a dog or a cat? Because everybody keeps saying it's a dog. It looked like a cat, but it's a dog. See, I just switched it up on y'all. Here we go.
According to the lawsuit, he helped invite, entertain, and worse, audio recordings were brought up. Transcripts read aloud. One clip captured a woman, Grace Omari, allegedly rejecting Christian's advances after shots of tequila she believes were spiked. She says he grabbed her, tried to force her. Bruises were shown in court. A voice recording of her saying was part of the evidence. She wasn't just a guest. She was working on that yacht hired to serve drinks. What she says she walked into was anything but a family vacation. She described it as a nightmare. Girls passed out after one drink. The victim in the case has...
See what I'm saying? They got tapes, recordings. Lil Rod was recording stuff. And I don't know why he was recording everything, but he was like filming, making a documentary of everything that's going down on the boat. It's crazy, man. It's real crazy.
So check it. Christian Combs and his brother Justin allegedly played a role in putting together some of these wild industry events. Word is, they brought in young ladies, handed out stacks, had cameras rolling, and even hinted that more footage might be out there somewhere. One witness said she peeped some real unusual guests at one party. She wasn't sure if they were little folks or just young kids.
She paused. She know Diddy, y'all.
But let's keep it a buck. The focus turned heavy onto Christian Combs. Margie says Christian had been posted up at a luxury villa by the water, but would slide back to the yacht every night when the party vibes kicked off. On December 28th, 2022, Christian allegedly pulled up lit, pushing Omari to take back-to-back tequila shots. It got tense. That's when she claims Christian flipped out. She says it wasn't just anger, it was panic, fear, damage control. Cause suddenly the game wasn't just wilding out, it was about possible legal heat. Meanwhile, Diddy's whole empire already feeling shaky. Puff facing big Fed charges, conspiracy, organized crime, all types of shady activity. Now, his son getting pulled into the storm. Crazy how Christian went from being the golden child of Bad Boy, a rising artist, sneaker line, collabs, radio hits, to now being connected to that one ugly word, scandal.
Markie then says that she told Christian she couldn't stay with him unless it was approved by a supervisor, all of whom she knew would be asleep at the time. So this was a way for her to get out of the situation.
Yeah, she was trying her best, man. She was trying her best to wiggle out of it. She was trying her best to get away from this thing. This is just my opinion. I think that Lil Rod saw all this freaky stuff going on. Why all of a sudden, dude, I'm in a normal situation, in a happy, I'm doing music for Puffy. That's a dream of mine to do, right? And it's too many no homo type situations. That's what people say. Pause, no homo. It's too many of them. Now here come Cuban Jr. There's no way in the world a star like that or anybody in my presence, Slim, let me tell you something, man. Let me tell you something, cuz. You barking up the wrong goddamn tree. Excuse me. You barking up the wrong tree, dog. I'm about to whoop your ass up in here. Yeah. Hey, we don't need no lawsuit, baby. We need a court system to get me off of you. That's what we're gonna need. That's real talk. That's real talk right there, man. I'm sorry, I can't do that. I don't do anything that I don't want to do. This don't have to be like, oh, you just trying to act like you can't nobody get you. No, we're gonna fight. You ain't gonna steal from me. You ain't gonna take my car. You ain't gonna carry me. You ain't gonna tell me what to do. None of that stuff. And you ain't gonna take my man card. That's what 𝗟𝗓𝗡𝗞𝗦 would call it.
Photos hit the blogs showing Christian standing on the mansion lawn in cuffs as federal agents raided the crib. The visuals, devastating. A son cuffed, a father under full-blown investigation. A lawsuit that could drag for years. Markey even says she had to tell Christian straight up, I can't stay with you unless one of your team signs off. All of them were sleeping, so that was her exit plan. She claims Christian hit her with, who I gotta call? I'll get you cleared now. She fired back with, you could start by moving your hand up off me. Boom. Situation handled. Christian's lawyers call it cap. They say the footage is edited. There's no proof drinks were messed with or that anything illegal happened.
She has tapes, she has bruises, and she have a timeline. And what makes it so bad is she told the captain of the ship, the boss or the supervisor or whoever the hell, and he ended up firing her. She lost her job over this thing, man. You better be lucky that ain't my little sister or my niece or something. Don't worry about it, baby. Uncle Mike can handle it. All of a sudden, this big boat is underwater. That's starters. Like the Equalizer or like the Incredible Hulk. Don't make me angry. You won't like me when I'm angry. Don't make Uncle Mike angry. You won't like him. Yeah. Don't, good God Almighty, baby.
Or that anything illegal happened. But the woman suing. She says she got the tapes, injuries, timeline. She ain't falling back. And the internet, they already playing judge and jury. His socials blowing up. Some defending him, others dragging him, most just wanting the truth. When Christian walked out of court, it was meant to be a power move. To some, it looked like he was standing tall. To others, it looked like guilt walking away. So the question now is simple. Did Christian bounce because he was innocent and tired of the circus? Or did he know the walls closing in and the past might finally be catching up? And if the young witness's angle turns out to be real, how deep does this thing really go? Drop a comment below and tell me what you think. Was Christian trying to keep his head above water, or was he running from the truth?
Yeah, I don't know about that one. Look here, I'm gonna let this one slide right here. Y'all let me know what y'all think, man. I'm hoping and I'm praying that these kids are not involved, in a way where they knew. They're not involved, but they knew what was going on. If they knew what was going on, that ain't good. Hey, I'm Uncle Mike. I'm gonna get on up out of here. Y'all take it slow. Tell them Uncle Mike told you so. Peace out.